please watch the full video before you do anything with your phone. This is a tutorial of how I got Cyanogenmod 10.1 on my LG Optimus 2X bought in Sweden. I am not responsible if you break or destroy your phone in any way. This method will erase everything on your phone in order to get a new version of Android on it. So if you lose any personal data, it's not my fault, it's your fault. Because I have told you everything in advance. And this may render your phone useless and will erase everything on your internal SD card and may render your internal SD card useless.
Hello interwebs and welcome to a tutorial of how to install Cyanogenmod 10.1 on your LG Optimus 2X. First off, when we begin, you will need a few things. You will need a computer running at least Windows XP. You will need a LG Optimus 2X. You will need a micro USB to USB cord. You will need a micro USB, and remember, this is a tutorial on how to install it, Cyanogenmod 10.1, from a phone that is running the official ICS update from LG. That means version 30A of the LG Optimus 2X operating system from LG, 4.04 official update. If you are running 2.2 or 2.3, the procedure will be different. So this procedure is only for the ones using Android 4.04 official update from LG. Hello interwebs and welcome to a tutorial for how to root and how to install a new ROM, in this case the Cyanogenmod 10.1 ROM for the LG Optimus 2X, which is now running Cyanogenmod 10.1, and that translates to Android 4.2. And first here I have this really old Toshiba satellite computer which is running Windows XP, so this is able to do in Windows XP. This doesn't have to be Vista, Windows 7 or Windows 8. You just need a version of .NET framework that is, well, you need .NET framework, that actually is. I had 4.0 in this computer at first, and this was the highest one for the Windows XP. This is Windows XP Service Pack 3, and the .NET framework that I had was 4.0. This didn't work with the tool that we are going to use now, so I had to install 3.5 to get it to work, but it does work with the Windows XP. And the things you need in order to install Cyanogenmod on your phone, this one right here, is first you need the LG Optimus 2X all-in-one toolkit. And in order to get this, you just search on Google for LG Optimus 2XA IO toolkit. See that? LG I missed the T. LG Optimus 2XA IO toolkit. You hit enter. Because this computer is so slow, I will perhaps speed up these segments where it needs to search, and it's not our internet connection because we have a 100 megabit per second 100 megabit per second internet connection actually, so this is really fast. And here we have the tool, all-in-one toolkit. This is from forum xdadevelopers.com, show thread phpt 2020 737, but it's easier to just search for Google. And here we have the all-in-one toolkit version 5.6 KDZ flash root repair, repartitioning, smart flash, and dual boot. Mind you, my other computer, this is why I'm doing this on the old computer, found a virus in it, and that one is running Windows 8 and a version of Norton 360. So you might wanna rethink if you want to download this. But in this computer, it didn't find a virus. I am running Avast antivirus on this, and it didn't find a virus here, and it has worked pretty well, except for the .NET Framework error. And here we have the all-in-one toolkit. Download the package from these links, and here we have the Mirror 1 package, and this is where I downloaded it from. And here we have the all-in-one toolkit. You need to download that, and then because this is for the LG Optimus 2X P990, and this is the CU660 add-on and a P990. When you have downloaded this, you will come to a install file or extraction. Come up on an extraction program. You just hit run, and it will extract all the files you need it to do. And now the thing you need to do after you have found the AIO toolkit, you will need to search for the LG Optimus 2X, and this is a bit of a hassle if you don't know what it is. It is Cyanogenmod. Here we have one first, LG Optimus 2X Cyanogenmod, and here we have LG O2X Cyanogenmod. This is what worked for me. Mind you, if you have the G2X, I don't know, but this is the international version of the LG Optimus 2X. I bought this one in Sweden, and well, here we have nightly builds. This is where you get, this is not a stable mod, because the stable mod is 7.2, which translates into Android 2.3. If you want something better, if you want something with a higher with a better Android and newer Android, you go to the nightly builds, and here we have Optimus 2X Type Nightly, P990 LG Optimus 2X Nightly, direct download Cyanogenmod 10.1 2013 0618 Nightly P990. You need to download that, and you do that by clicking on this, and you can see down here Chrome has started to download it. And you hit abort, and then you hit abort. This is a Swedish operating system, so it says avbryt, but you don't need to worry about this. It's abort or cancel if you are running a English version of the operating system. And now, when you have downloaded the Cyanogenmod, you will now need to download the Google apps. And you can do this really easy by typing gapps 4.2.2. And here you have a very high number of things I downloaded. I actually didn't download it from here, but well, if you can see, I can show you where I downloaded the GApps from, but make sure it's a GApps for the 4.2.2 operating system, and this is where I downloaded from, I think. And yes, this is the place, and you can see here Cyanogenmod, well, Cyanogenmod 10, Android Jelly Bean, tiny gapps.sign. Here we have this gapps Jelly Bean 2012. You need to download that as well. No, not that one. You need to download this, the Cyanogenmod 10.1. My bad. 10.1. The it's a zip file. And now, when you have everything you need, and you have installed the AIO toolkit, you will need to, excuse me for my slow computer, but it will probably have, no, not now, I'm sorry for the shaky camera movements. I can't really film this in any other way, and I am doing this one-handed because I need one hand to control the computer. And now you need to open the program. I've put my program in the my desktop, and now you open the AIO toolkit, and you may get an error in .NET Framework error. And then if you're running Windows XP, install the .NET Framework 3.5. It doesn't work if you have something else. 3.5 will work for this AIO toolkit. That is how that works. And now we come to a small screen here that says the LG P990 All-in-One Toolkit version 5.5. And now the thing you need to do, if you only want to root it, you will have to press the number 3. I will do that now just to show you. Okay, copy one of the zip files from your zip folder in your SD card. It will start super user or super SU. And if you do this, you will need to search for on Google for an super user file, and you just need to search for the superuser.zip. Search for that in Google, and you will find a zip file for that. And now I can show you how to boot your phone into APX mode. I will do this. First of all, we'll power off the phone. I will power off the phone now, and I say this. On this it says power off your device and remove the battery. Press and hold volume down and volume plus while plugging the micro USB into the phone. Well, it's one of the things that I happen to disagree with. I say like this. You take off the back. You have it there. Just for comparison reason, I'll show you. This I really pain doing it one-handed. You take out the battery. Put the battery back in, because this is the only way it worked for me. And I dropped the phone, but not to worry. It's a pretty good, pretty rugged phone. And now, if you can't see this, you will need to press the volume down and volume up at the same time you're plugging in the USB connection. I can't do this one-handed, so I will need to put this down for just a second, and we'll plug that in. And now, and of course, just to show you, you will need to plug it in into the computer first. I forgot that, but not to worry. You will plug it in into one of the USB connections. I will do it now. And now the phone should be booting into APX mode, which it might not do. So I will take out the micro USB, hold volume down and volume up, take in the micro USB into the phone, and it should boot into APX mode. It should boot. Mine may be just faulty. And then you would need to press C. Press the C button when it has booted into APX mode, and mind you, you will need to do the I, the install APX drivers. This you will need to do if you want to root it. And now, just to show you how to install Cyanogenmod on it, the first thing you will need to do is hit number 4. I'll show you what that says. It says repartition your device with preferred layout and bootloader. You hit number 4. You hit number 4. And let's see, it doesn't want to focus my camera. So, and now you will need to press 2 because we want the old partition layout and bootloader stock, and you will press 1 here, the stock system, and with your preferred recovery. I am doing the number 1, but the number 1 and the number 2 should work because it's still, but I'm using the number 1. We'll take the number 1 and press any key to continue. This is the same thing in Swedish, just press any key. And here you have to boot into APX mode. And when you have done this, you will only be able to boot into the recovery image. And you will follow. I won't do it now because I have a running Cyanogenmod now and I don't want to repartition my unit just by this moment. But if you want to do this, you just power off your device and remove the battery. By the way, I am not responsible if you break your device. If you break your device, that is your problem. I am just showing you a method that did work for me. And remember, this will format everything on your phone, and you will be asked to make sure that your internal SD card will work again, and you will do it, and you will press yes to make sure your internal SD card works again, because if you don't, Cyanogenmod won't work, and only the stock ROMs will work for you. And when you have done everything you should, the phone will look a bit like this. And in order to get into your bootloader, you will need, and remember, because this internal SD card, you will remember this, check out the whole video before you do anything. You will need a micro SD card because the internal SD card will be wiped and you won't be able to do anything with it. And here, a micro SD card in, and in order to get into your recovery image, you hold down volume down and hold the power button when these start. But if you have done this, you only will have to boot it because it will only be able to boot into your recovery image. And it will see like this, and then the splash, and you can let go. Splash logo, the LG splash logo, and now it's booted into Clockwork Mod Recovery. And let's see if this one to focus, because it's really good if you can see what I'm doing. Oh, let's see here. Does it? Well, here you can probably tell, but before you do anything, you will need to go into advanced. Oh no, not advanced, you will go into mounts and storage. And remember, you format the cache, the data, and you will format the system. You will format the system cache and the data, and then go back and then wipe data and do a factory reset. You won't be this is a really bad camera for this, but you won't be able to see it. And wipe cache partition, you will also need to do that. And then you go to advanced, and here in advanced you will have something that says wipe Dalvik cache. Press into that, and yes, wipe the Dalvik cache. and then you go back, and then you can install a zip from the SD card. And now you go into choose a zip from your SD card. Press this, and here you have all your zip files. I have zip, and this the Cyanogenmod 10.1 nightly. That is the one you are going to install. So click that, and then click yes, install Cyanogenmod 10.1. And then when that's installed, you will need to install the Google apps that we have downloaded. It is the G apps. Well, let's see if I can zoom in a bit so you can see here. Here we have, maybe this is the G apps jellybean signed.zip. You will need to install that too. And when you have installed everything, go back and then reboot the system. Press that, and we wait for it to load. It will look like a bit like this, and then the Cyanogenmod will start to boot up, and your first boot with Cyanogenmod will take a very long time. Very good time. Very long time. Longer time than this one, because look, now it has booted into Cyanogenmod, and you will get if the same startup screen as you would have done in any other Android phone. You know, sign in with your Google SD, and now when you install Google Apps, you will have everything you wanted. This is a Google Play, and you will have the Play Store, Google Navigation, Google Maps. The Google Now is will actually be installed. You will need to update a few things, and Google Now actually works. And well, that is how you install Cyanogenmod 10.1 on your LG Optimus 2X, which was running the official Android 4.0.4. Remember this? The LG Optimus 2X 4.1.4.